See it in the background. Background. Yeah. All right. Since nobody wanted to join with me, man. Okay. Where do I leave off? Where do I pick up? How do I do this? But y'all see that behind me, right? You know what I'm saying? That right there. You know. Uh, I want y'all to look at that really well. That's an awesome picture, isn't it? You think like it's some abstract stuff. It's actually some tomfoolery there, man. If you really look close, it probably looks like multiple images, and that is. But if you screenshot it and go to Chat GPT, or even go to Google about it, some other system, man, with other understanding, obviously, with a different eye than we have. There's actually three binding RUNIC symbols in there involved. I don't know how it got there, but according to ChatGPT, it was placed there. Random picture that I filtered, and I did like the symmetric, split it in half, and then I reciprocated the opposite half, with itself, and this is what you get. And this was a basic picture from the top of a building. But if we scroll backwards on it and you really look into it, it looks like a praying mantis, bat, something like that. You wouldn't think anything of it, but ChatGPT broke it down, man, and they went through the layers of it, and they really gave an analysis about it. And there's exactly three or four runic symbols in there, and I looked them up, and they are about like binding. Now I don't know how the heck a random picture became of such, but for it to specifically say somebody placed it there on purpose, and all I did was symmetrically do whatever it was designed to do with the art gallery. So I erased one half and I reciprocated the half that was still pre-existent, and whatever that's called, that symmetry right there is what we get. This, but if you back up, like I said, man, it looks like multiple things, man. It looks like two females, yada yada, But then again, though, that's just the gist of what I'm trying to say, So this is in the midst of my story too. I started like becoming infatuated with taking random pictures. Like whenever I got a feeling, I just take a picture, man, and I filter it. And if you check my post, I got multiple like multi-dimensional pictures or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you get from it. But I know this one specifically, Chat GPT pointed out and flagged it and said that yeah, it was obviously some tomfoolery going on, man, and that's just how I'm gonna leave it right there. So at the end of the day, man, I started taking these pictures. I ended up working at the car wash, and things were coming together. I was just living at my job for a little while. Me and my girl, and I didn't think nothing of it. She would dip off and holler at some people from time to time that I knew. Uh, I didn't think that this story that I'm telling y'all would ever go down this route. But long story short, I couldn't. I got to the point to where I could not like finish like assign things like just on myself. Not my job. But, after work, I would try to clean up stuff like that, man. And I don't know if y'all know about ojos. It's a Hispanic thing, man. It's a version of a demon that I never knew nothing about until I started asking some questions. And it turns out that, yeah, I think I had a slight case of the ojos in the ambience because wherever I started, which was not normal, I would never finish it. And apparently that's like when they give you eyes or something like that, that translate like back to the Oculus and all that stuff. That Harry Potter stuff comes into play right here, which is why I have this picture right here again. I'm pointing it behind me, and yeah, you can get what you want from that. But I'm gonna make this one real simple and sweet. At the end of the day, check out my post and remember this right here. Even if you can back up, if you can't, I'll put it on my post in here in a minute, man. That way y'all can do as I stated. Put it on Chat GPT, check it out, and get another understanding of it. Because this gang stalking stuff and this whole hoodoo stuff, like man, is definitely real, man. So I'm just pushing the narrative here that ain't nobody crazy. If you feel like you're going nuts, you're not going nuts. Uh, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you at the end of it, you'll know who tried to kill me, when, and how, and all that there. But the last person that I thought of that would be against me, you know what I'm saying? Like these people, I didn't think half of them would be in the narrative of coming against me and trying to harm me. Something different when you talk to them and they smile. They give you this big smile, and like I said, man, you don't trust nothing with teeth, and you shouldn't. Just like the Aku shirt. You know what I mean? So people, when it hit the fan, like I was telling my homeboy just a minute ago, when it hit the fan, that's when you know who people are. Okay, so in the midst of some tragic stuff, man, or a dilemma or something like that, you got to move with haste, man. This is how you figure out who people really are, man. Like they could tell you anything, bro, but you know what? Actions speak louder than words, and they really try to off-brand me. It don't make sense. I didn't do nothing to any of these people. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the first story, man, I got into it with my BM. We separated. And then I used to laugh at my homeboys and homegirls, like, bro, like, why are you talking about you being followed? Like, dude, that's that shit. That's that ish. That's that ish. And woo, woo, woo. And I had to wind up apologizing to everybody because I witnessed it firsthand that we were being followed. People acting really awkward behind the wheel. Everybody turns toward us. When they're driving past us, what's up, y'all? Hey man, Jesus loves you too, most definitely. And he better love me because, I wouldn't be here right now if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? He didn't love me. But I just want to share that right quick, man. Like, definitely, that's the narrative I'm trying to push, man. If you ever feel like you're alone, bro, reach out to somebody. But just know that you're not insane. I'm tired of hearing about people, going over the hill with this, man. Like, and it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Because they will drive you insane. That is literally what I think that they try to do to people. That is the exact narrative. And I don't know if it's due to the awakening. I don't know if it's due to your bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the one to be able to put my thumbprint on it. But I can say you are not crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, and if I was, you know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be here telling y'all right now if I was crazy. So, if I'm crazy, I'm stupid, and then vice versa, if that makes sense to y'all. So man, whatever you're going through in life right now, though, just understand that this is just a bitter piece of what's to come, man. And God is with each and every one of us, man. So I just want y'all to just give this a little analysis. All right. And I'm coming back with the third part, man. I didn't realize it was going to be so long. But I think this next part, man, I'm going to go ahead and jot down some notes so that way I can kind of consolidate most of it. Okay. So take what y'all need from that, man. Necessary, but hey, man, Jesus loves y'all too. I mean, man, like, we here together, right? You got a puzzle piece. I got a puzzle piece. Everybody out here in front of me got a puzzle piece. We need to all come together and fill this picture together, man, because we are not alone. And the narrative is love at this point, man. If God is love, man, ain't nobody doing enough loving. You feel me? So, all right, I'm going to holler back at y'all, okay? 100.